Hello and welcome to the Wednesday Climbing Daily News Show with me, Hugo Pilcher. Matt is not here again. He's gone away on holiday, but he's gonna be around over the next couple of weeks. By the magic of TV, we've kind of pre-recorded a few things. But today's show is pretty banging. We've got climbing news, we've got climbing videos, and we've got a very special guest. He's a mystery guest. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but yeah, you're gonna like it a lot better than his face. Okay, so first up in the news, Hazel Findlay has made a free ascent of the Salathi Wall in Yosemite. 8-day push with her partner, Johnny Baker. Hazel has previously made descents of the Golden Gate, Premier Wall, and Freerider, so she's ticking off quite a list. Nice work, Hazel. She's on a massive adventure with the US at the moment, so check out her Instagram for stories. She's very good at them, and they're very funny. Next up, Dan Turner has made an ascent of Voyager Sitstar, an AB Plus boulder problem in Burbage South in the UK. It's the 5th ascent after Ben Moon, Nikki Seria, Ned Fahali, and David Fitzgerald. Nice one, Dan. James Pearson has made the first ascent of a trad route in Sunset Rocks in Chattanooga in the USA. It's called Power Ranger, and it's a 514R 8C route, which looks balls. James said of the route, the gear is good, the run out quite big, and provided you fall in a controlled way, you should be okay. Yet the climbing is awkward. The rope runs behind your legs, and falling off the upper moves would send you exactly in the direction that you don't want to be. That looks pretty scary. Next up, Adam Ondra has been on a trip to Israel. He's climbed the country's first 9A. He was there with another climber called Off Blutrich, hope I pronounced that right. And it was kind of a trip to help promote the kind of difficulties that the guys in Israel have been having climbing, and kind of they've been having a few issues with the authorities out there. So this was kind of a way to kind of promote that and show how good the climbing was in Israel, and hopefully can get the cooperation between the mountain parks and the climbers, get them cooperating a little bit better. Anyway, he was able to send Israel's first 9A, and if you're interested in climbing in Israel, we did a show on it, an interview with one of the climbers out there a while back at Climbing Daily. I'll put the link in the description. It's really, really interesting. Okay, so that's news done. Normally now on the show we'd have like a little discussion point where me and Matt would kind of talk about kind of what's going on currently in climbing and any kind of discussions points. But because it's just me, we thought that you'd probably like to hear from somebody else and their opinion. So here he is, our special guest. I'm guaranteed you're gonna like this guy.
What up, guys? It's me from Sweden. I have Tor with me backstage doing all the magic with the lamps and the recording and everything. And today we're going to talk about our favorite camera gear. Tor for photography and me for filmmaking. Our best investments that we have done and the worst. Something that cost a lot of money and didn't help us create anything. So it's going to be like a gear heavy show, and I know a lot of people have been asking about that, so I'm really excited to share this kind of episode with Tor.
I'm psyched to share my wisdom and knowledge. Let's do it.
Hello.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I should have two GoPro. Maybe this is the new way of filming. Yeah. So I have like these and then tape it above the head and then just go like this.
Microphones on your hands. Yeah. Tape on your hands. Like. Blind guy.
Yeah. This escalated quickly. I don't know where we were actually. Hugo, this will be a thumbnail. Alright, I guess we should start with the video now also. Okay. Yeah. So the lens that actually, or like my best purchase that I ever did is actually this wide angle lens that Tor helped me buy. Because that was always, like I've said in my videos, like I always wanted to see the entire body of a climber when he climbed. And like with a wide angle lens is the only way you can do it. And sure, like the angles might get a bit morphed, but I mean, when you're watching it, I don't know if you think so much about it. Oh yeah, and also, I think this might be a good or a bad investment. I don't know yet. Because this camera from Olympus is a pure photo camera for me. So that's going to be for like the website where you're going to post pictures. So you guys have to decide in the future, or no? Yeah, we have to decide later on if this is if it is a good or bad investment. But yeah, this lens is by far the best investment I've done for my camera gear and for my filmmaking.
My best investment is always lenses. I think I've bought many lenses the last 10 years and I've never regretted it. Yeah, you can always find new things to do with new lenses, because if you take a lot of pictures, you just bring lenses and you're gonna take different kind of pictures. It's gonna like force you into creating something new.
Oh no, it's chalk everywhere? Okay,
yeah,
okay, hold on a second. So this lens used to be my my regret, like my biggest mistake. Because this was like a portrait lens and I had like a really cool idea that I thought was functional or that would work, but it didn't. So I spent like 1,500 euro on it, and I didn't use it for like 6 months just because I didn't know how to use it and I didn't feel like, yeah, it just didn't live up to the expectation of what I thought it would be. But then now it's like my most beloved lens. So I guess, as you say, like, it's never too bad to buy a lens. It's just like,
yeah,
maybe...
of course, if you buy the lens, you also have to use it. Otherwise, it's a bad. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah, but it's like
bother buying it if you're not gonna use it, of course. But I think that this is gonna force you into creating something that you didn't know how to do before, and now you do it. So
yeah, I agree.
He always listens to me. So it just takes a few months before he realizes that I'm always right.
Yeah, he's always right. But I've learned that now. Now it's like, okay, we do as you say.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to like the worst things that I've bought, like the worst investments I've done, is always the stuff that I like. I just buy them. I'm in the store or something, and I like just feel to buy something, and then I just find something and buy it. For example, like 2 weeks ago I bought the new GoPro, and I haven't used it once because I don't really have any use of a GoPro, because I don't like, I use this kind of cameras, the DSLRs. So
yeah, because you use a Canon and I use a Panasonic.
Yeah, so it's like, so that, yeah, you could have saved quite a lot of money by not buying this and buying something new that I actually need or could have use of. Yeah, new lens or something.
But the good thing is I have like a theory that I want to use the GoPro for like a scene. But now Thor has one, so now I don't need to buy one. I mean, it turned out well.
Yeah,
for me.
Pro tip, let your friends buy stuff.
Yeah, pro tip.
Yeah.
For me then, the second best investment that I've ever done is this baby that you know very well. It's the gimbal, which have a handle. That is the game changer to just make everything look more...
Definitely.
Like, just more production value, like it looks more professional and just so much more fun just filming, because it's just create like good content. So I say if you buy a camera...
But you have to tell what does it do? Like, it makes the shot really smooth, like instead of if you walk, it's just gonna go really smooth instead of like being all bumpy and stuff.
Yeah, it makes the footage doesn't shake. There's no shakiness in the footage. Everything is super smooth if you walk or jump or whatever. Matt borrowed this. This is a funny story. I don't know. I actually never said anything to Matt, but so there was like a year ago. It was when it was the project, and he's like, "Eric, can I try the gimbal?" I'm like, "Yeah, but you can't really touch it with the hand because then it could break, and you can't get stuck with the microphone because I have a mic on the camera." And he's like, "Okay, Eric," and then he just like went all up, got it stuck, and then like. Yeah, like, and I just stood there, I'm like, oh no!
Okay.
And then I was like,
but it's still alive.
Yeah, but then it still worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was terrifying. Matt, you behave yourself next time with a gimbal. But yeah, favorite.
Yeah.
And it costs maybe $800, $700, something like that.
So worth it.
So worth it. And I think one thing that is that I get a lot of questions about is what kind of camera do I use, and we covered that really briefly. I do use the Panasonic. Yeah, I can film in 4K, not that I film in 4K that much, but it's like it's light, I can have it on a gimbal, and honestly I think it's the better camera.
What? I shoot with Canon for no really particular reason. Like 10 years ago when I started my work as a photographer, I just started out with a Canon, and then I just kept going with the Canon gear. And now it's like I'm pretty much stuck with Canon because I have so much equipment, and it should cost me like 1 year's salary to switch systems. So I'm just stuck with Canon now, but I like it. It's really good. But I think Nikon or some other brand can do the same job actually.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was the list of the worst and best investment that we have done. Hopefully the insight helped you. I got the GoPro, so I'm happy.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I want to go shoot with the GoPro now. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for watching, guys.
All right, over to you, Hugo.
So I've been going on about the last World TV Living Legends for the last couple of weeks. We've had Anna Stur, as you know, killing Fischhuber, and now it's the time of the former Spanish world champion Patxi Usobiaga. Hoping I pronounced that right. We went to visit Patxi in his training room down in Pont in Lleida, which is just outside of Barcelona. and it was an amazing experience. The guy is the most motivated climber I've ever met. Here's a little teaser of the video. I really hope you like it. We're really proud of it. Have a look.
I am training since I was 14. I am super strict with the program. Since I was a competitor, my life changed a lot. You push your limits really far. This route broke my life. I mean, this was the beginning of a new life. The only thing I need is to decide what I want it.
Absolute training madness. That guy is one of the most motivated climbers I've ever met. It's amazing. Okay, so next up we got a video with Nina Caprez climbing on To Bolt or Not To Be, which is like a 40-meter featureless face in Smith Rocks in Oregon. It's a 514A. It's just a really cool video, an amazing opening, really worth checking out. Okay, last video on the handpicked for the web section on EpicTV.com. There is a video about the hardest dry tooling route in the world. It's by Outdoor Research and it's made by a guy called John Glassberg, who's a super talented filmmaker. Really worth checking out. Yeah, awesome. Let us know what you think about it. Okay, so finally, if you're using the Vertical Life climbing app, you will be able to see some promotions in the EpicTV shop over the coming weeks. We're running with them like an advent calendar that they're doing in their app. So it's a really cool app. Obviously, I don't know if you guys know it, but they've got like topos all over Europe. Even in the UK these days, they're adding them the whole time. So check out Vertical Life climbing app and you might win something in EpicTV shop. The other thing that we're doing is running kind of like an advent calendar of offers in EpicTV shop as well. And today is a really good one. It's 10% off fingerboards with the code ElvesTrain10. I hope I got that right. If I didn't, there will be a bit of text there saying the right code. Okay, so that's it for the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed seeing Eric and all the other news. If you have any comments, suggestions, anything you want to say about any of the topics we've been talking about today, let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you next week. Bye.